Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go. Welcome to the Mizzle An Dub Show, where they know sports. If you wanna know about sports, this is where you go.
First down, touchdown, first down, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, touchdown, yeah. First down, touchdown, touchdown, yeah.
And we're back with episode number 120 of the Mizzle An Dub Show. I'm Dub, and I have a very frustrated, pissed off co-host that has a very big, frosty mug of ale, and thus, as you can see underneath his name, he's gone to the Jerry Glanville not for long, and he'll be bagging groceries. So, even though he says he's not going to unleash passion, but we don't know because, like I said, that is a very big, tall glass of ale. But before we get into the NFL, we go to a Game 7 tomorrow. And again, I'm going to ask the question that I have been asking this whole entire series. Does anybody that plays the home team want to win a game in this series? Because once again, the road team has taken all the wins here in this American League Championship Series as the Texas Rangers lay the smackdown on the Astros by a final score of 9-2. The Astros threaten in the 8th. John Singleton pinch hit again against Leclerc. It was the rematch from Game 5, but this time Leclerc gets the strikeout, and then on the 9th, Dusty goes to the bullpen. Corey Seager is the first batter. He gets hit by a pitch, which makes the score 5-2, and then Adolis Garcia, who came into that at bat, he already had the sombrero. He had struck out 4 times before he shortened his swing and finds the Crawford boxes in left field, and the Rangers did not look back as they get the win 9-2. And 2 teams that had the same identical record that went back and forth all season long to play for the American League West Division title. As even as it's been, why would it not come down to a Game 7? Of all the talk about analytics and sabermetrics and this, that, and the third, we get 2 old school managers in the ultimate chess match, and we get a 7th game. It just felt like it had to go to 7 games, and when you involve 2 guys that have a combined 4 World Series titles and a combined 6 pennants. The ultimate chess match that has been Dusty Baker and Bruce Bochy. It's been fun baseball to watch. Bochy will put it in the hands of Max Scherzer in Game 7 tomorrow in Houston, Texas. Yeah, he's going to brown eye, blue eye. And I forgot who Dusty is countering with tomorrow. I think it's Valdez. But, of course, as you know as well as I do, it's Game 7. It's every single arm and every single body on deck.
Oh, yeah.
Because that's just what it is.
Unless your name is Madison Kyle Bumgarner.
Like I said, the World Series won't start. The World Series. Yeah. But, I mean, the World Series doesn't start until Friday. So you unleash everything you got for this Game 7 tomorrow because you'll have 3 whole days to rest. So, like I said, it's do or die. It really is do or die, and realistically, it's a matter of, okay, well, you know what? Who wants to win this game? So it'll be Javier for the Astros, who's been outstanding in this postseason, 2 over the 1.69 ERA, and Max Scherzer gets a chance at redemption, and I don't know if it was him or Strasburg that got the start in Game 7 in 2019 when the Nationals won the World Series in Houston, which completed the road team won every game in that series. I don't know. So, with that said, because there is Game 7, the Phillies and Diamondbacks in Game 6, that gets pushed back to 2:00 Pacific time, 5:07 Eastern. Of course, the Phillies are up 3-2. So, here's what we do know: somebody in the American League will be clinching tomorrow, and the Phillies possibly can be clinching tomorrow afternoon. So, one team for sure will be busting out the champagne in the state of Texas. That's one thing we do know. Philly is on the verge of winning their second pennant and going to their second straight World Series. They have who they would like to have. They got Austin Noel on the mound tomorrow. And the Diamondbacks, to force Game 7, are putting it in the hands of their other ace, Merrill Kelly. So we will see how that happens. Of course, the last time these two teams faced each other, it was a 10-0 Philly thrashing in Game 2. So we will see what happens. But again, like I said, you got 2 games tomorrow. So Phillies, Diamondbacks, 2:07 p.m. on TBS. And of course, Fox has Rangers Astros Game 3. So Monday night is definitely a ball night. You got 2 baseball games. And of course, my beloved team in the land of Prince playing the Vikings. And dadgummit, I hope I don't have to hear that annoying Viking horn off of every first down the Vikings do. But here nor there. But again, I really had no dog in the fight in the ALCS because, again, I love Bochy. I love Dusty.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're
we didn't pick this
Giants,
one.
so there is a lot of Giants ties to this. We did not pick this one. I did say Philly in 5, but the Diamondbacks showed some tremendous heart and some grit to tie the series. But I just think the Eagles, coming off their big win tonight over the Dolphins, wearing the old school Randall Cunningham, Reggie White, Seth Joyner, Jerome Brown jerseys, and then they're going to come back tomorrow night in that same area, go across the street to Citizens Bank Ballpark, and you know what? I think it's going to come down to what happened last year against the Padres. I think Bryce Harper is going to be the guy at the plate to have that moment one more time because Bryce Harper
he's been playing lights out.
Moment.
Yeah,
yes,
he's been playing lights out this series, and it's good to see.
He's
a tremendous talent.
Him and Schwarber also. Yeah, him and Kyle Schwarber also. It seems like it's always one of those two in those big situations that just come through. But again, I like the guy that Thompson's got out there in Austin Noel, so we will see what happens. We will see what the Phillies can wrap up and get to their second straight World Series and win their 9th pennant in their franchise history. And we will see which Texas team will win this particular matchup. So here's the funny thing about this. So obviously, if the Rangers win, they'll host the World Series. If the Astros win and Philadelphia wins, the Phillies will host the World Series. So that means Philly would get games 1, 2, 6, and 7. Yeah, very interesting. Well, I mean, it is considering the fact that you would think that the division winner, there's a loophole. There's a loophole as to why Philly would host instead of the Astros, even though the Astros are the division winner. There's a loophole somewhere. Well, that's here nor there. But anyhow, 2 games tomorrow, and we'll go from there. Well, if week 6 last week was any given Sunday, today definitely had to be wacky as hell Sunday because I really don't know what happened today. There was just some games you're just like, what am I watching? What am I seeing? I don't. Well, I'll just get right to it, and I'll start with this game right here. You absolutely have no business losing to a 1-5 New England Patriots team.
Or 1-5 Chicago Bears team.
We'll save that for later.
I understand, but you can't say you have no business losing to a 1-5 team where it was multiple teams that lost to a 1-5 team today. So yeah.
Hey, again, I'm not trying to throw salt on the wounds already. I
don't know. Hey, brother,
like,
I am okay. I didn't already chalked it up. I already said what I had to say, and I'll say more when it's my turn to talk when we come to that game. But I'm okay. You can say, look, it made Niner fans happy today because that's all I saw on my timeline, questioning what my team has done instead of worried about their team. So it's okay.
Okay.
I didn't see the worst of the worst today.
No. Now I'm about to go off and okay. 49er faithful, let me explain something to you. You know what?
He's grabbing the microphone early. We haven't made it 15 minutes in the show, and the microphone has been grabbed.
Let me explain something to y'all. For those that cheer for the Red.
Let me talk to you.
Let me talk to you. The Raiders are not your rival. They're not geographically in the Bay Area no more. You only see this team once every 4 years. You will not see them again until 2026 when they come to Santa Clara. Why should it matter what they do if they win or lose? They don't play in your doggone conference, for crying out loud. If it's not the Cardinals, the Seahawks, the Rams, and right now the Eagles, because right now the Eagles and us are in a dead heat to try to get that number 1 seed in the National Football Conference. That's what conference the Niners play in. The National Football Conference. The Raiders play in the American Football Conference. That's called the AFC. And you only play them is when you play their division once every 4 years. This year, guess what? We're playing the AFC North. Not the AFC West. We played them last season. Next season, I think we play the AFC South. Or the East. One of those two.
Yeah.
Okay? So understand this. Stop giving a heck what they do. Brother. That's not your concern. I know.
Change.
And they're not going to listen. I know. But why should it matter if they win or lose? Okay? You should be mad that the Dolphins laid an egg in the fourth quarter against the Eagles. Because right now, the Eagles are our main concern because right now, it's us and them for the NFC title.
Unless the Cowboys get their heads out their asses. I'm not concerned
about the West. I think my team will take care of the West. That's just my opinion. You can't forget about them. You should, the Cowboys always like to lay eggs from time to time. You should, yes. Okay. Right now, me as a fan, I got 2 concerns.
Just with the division.
One is the Minnesota Vikings. 2 is the Philadelphia Eagles. That's it.
Rightfully so.
That's it.
Rightfully so.
That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't think nobody in your division is going to win.
Stop worrying about it. Stop worrying about a team that's not even in your conference about what they're doing. Stop worrying about them. Because I can guarantee you they don't give 2 damns what you're doing. They don't. Anyhow, kudos to the Patriots for getting a last-second drive.
That was a great game.
And beating the Bills.
Good game.
After the Bills struggled most of the day to even get back into the game. And I'm just going to say it. There's too much pressure on Josh Allen being asked to do everything. You still have not addressed the Bills getting balance. Because, again, Josh Allen should not be also your leading rusher. Yes, he makes some backyard football plays, but backyard football plays can only help you so many times in a game. It can only help you win so many times a game, and hence that's why the Bills are 4-3, staring up at the Miami Dolphins in the AFC East right now.
Well,
hence what it's going on. And again,
who was on the cover, Matt, this year?
And as much crap as I've given the Patriots, Josh Allen. You don't think the Madden curse is real?
Hell, even Patrick Mahomes had a bad season when he was on the cover.
If you don't think it, yeah. And he lost, and who he's on the cover with, he lost him in the Super Bowl running for his life.
Tom Brady, yeah.
But hey, what do I know? I just do a sports show. That's all I do.
Here.
But nonetheless, and again, you're trying to figure it out, and you're just like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the Bills have too much talent. And
well, that game was up and down, though.
I you know.
It was pretty much up and down.
But
Mac Jones didn't do anything spectacular. I mean, he was still Mac Jones.
No, he didn't. He was still game manager.
Yeah. I think the Bills more cost themselves the game than the Patriots played. The Patriots just fed off what the hell the Bills was doing, which was not playing good football. So basically, the Bills played down to their competition.
Which you cannot do that if you're really trying to continue. You can't do that.
No, not at all.
And I mean, you know, some people want to, you know, give the Niners crap because they lost to PJ Walker and the Browns. But I've been saying all year, didn't matter if PJ Walker was the quarterback. The Browns defense is legit good. The Cleveland Browns should be 6-1.
I don't disagree with that.
That's how good I think. That's how good. That's how. And again, you can go back to the 5 hour, you know, football show. I said the Cleveland Browns are my sleeper because they.
Well, just think about this.
Just strictly because of that defense.
Yeah, the Cleveland Browns kind of remind you how the Baltimore Ravens were back in 2000. Back in the 2000. Well, they didn't have a very stout offense, but that defense carried them in a lot of games. All the offense had to do was make a couple of plays just to stay above, and the defense took care of everything else. I mean, that's what the Browns slightly remind. They don't have everything the Ravens had.
Yeah. No, I mean, you ain't got, you know, Rod Woodson in your secondary and Michael McCrary and Ray Lewis and Tony Saragusa and Sam Adams and those guys. But I mean, Zadarius Smith, yeah. But I mean, you don't have. But the Browns do have Myles Garrett. They have Amusico Omora. They do have Hurst. They do have Zadarius Smith. But here's the thing: Deshaun Watson is coming back next week, and Deshaun Watson is going to enhance, and he's going to get the ball to Njoku. He's going to get the ball to Elijah Moore. He's going to get the ball to Amari Cooper. So if Deshaun Watson comes back and gets back on track, because Ford is going to run his tail off, Kareem Hunt is getting into football shape, and once he gets into football shape, you know exactly what he can do on the field running the ball.
Well, it's like Nick Chubb, having Nick Chubb back on the field slightly.
Yeah. Okay. So, I mean, right now as it stands, I mean, yes, the Ravens and Browns are technically tied, but because the Browns got the win over the Browns, the Ravens got the win over the Browns. The only game they truly got outplayed in. Yeah, the only game they truly got outplayed, because, like I said, if it wasn't for the Steelers' defense making a play, they might have would have beaten the Steelers in Pittsburgh. And again, it's the Browns with only one loss. But here we are. To which the Browns, you know, with the benefit of a call, got by the Colts by 1 point, which was a back and forth.
That was a fabulous game. That was a fabulous game. Oh man, that was. And you know what? I kind of like the uniform that the coach brought out. That was pretty unique.
You like
different.
You like the midnight black.
It was different.
You like the midnight black.
Yeah,
you like the midnight. Yeah.
Yeah, that was different. You know that it brought kind of like a college feel to it. You know, like that was like a college jersey per se, kind of.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. And you got the casual Browns. You know, their normal uniform, and you mix in that color. That was but other than that. That was a tremendous football game, man.
What though?
Whew.
The Colts and the Browns, it just screams old school NFL. With the Browns,
well, we
and the
could go.
Colts.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, you got old Memorial Stadium in Baltimore. Then you get old Cleveland Municipal Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. It just screams old school NFL.
And they brought it. It was no defense played in this game. None at all. But it was entertaining.
No, not at all. Not at all. Not what to speak of. But Jonathan Taylor getting back his wings, found the ends for the first time. Downs, 5 catches for $125. But at the end of the day, the Browns got a call that went their way, and thus they get the 1-point win, and thus are 4-2. And like I said, they are playing some inspiring football, and perhaps the spirit of number 32, Mr. Brown, is living inside this particular Cleveland Browns team. I'm just saying.
Oh boy, yes, sir.
Yeah, I went there. Yes, I did. But Browns 4-2, Colts 3-4. So we will see what will happen with that. And well, we wore them last week. They fell short. They wore them again today, and this time they scored just enough to get by the Commanders. The Giants get the win wearing the old Lawrence Taylor jerseys, 14-7. But actually, Tyrod Taylor, who for most of his career
balling,
has really never gotten the chance to show
it's everywhere
skills.
He's been, though.
He played well today.
Well, it's everywhere he's been. It's, you know what? If it wasn't for the debacle in San Diego, I think he would still been there. If they didn't eject him, they didn't poke him wrong, I think he'd have still been in San Diego playing decent. Justin Herbert would have still probably they'd rather Justin Herbert. But everywhere he's been a tremendous quarterback. So am I shocked what he did today? No, I've seen it. And it was good to see Darren Waller get involved, you know. He caught a touchdown today. I mean, yesterday.
Finally found the end zone today.
Yeah. So that was good.
Yeah, we're so used to being, doing midnight shows. It's actually still
what today is.
Which is, something that rarely happens. Yeah, it really happens. But nonetheless, we're glad it happened.
Well, on my weekends off, we pretty much get it in.
Saquon doing what he does best, just making plays, getting yards.
Indeed.
True. We normally do the earlier shows when it is this weekend off. But hey, Giants get the win. They get their second win. Boy, Mr. Allen in the Commanders' locker room definitely unleashed some passion, saying that I'm sick of it. I'm tired of it. It's been that way for the last 7 years. Something has got to change. And again, with them possibly talking about trading Chase Young and Montez Sweat.
Oh God! Can you turn your TV?
What are you saying?
Can you turn your TV? Can you turn your TV? It's highlights of the bullshit organization right now. I'm joking. I was just joking. I wasn't serious, brother. I wasn't being serious. I wasn't being serious.
Oh. Well, that is NFL Game Day final in the background of my TV as we are recapping Week 7 of the NFL. And hello to our one viewer that is watching live. Thank you for coming in. Glad you're with us.
Welcome. Yes.
I certainly was not expecting this today, but the Baltimore Ravens made a huge statement against the Detroit Lions today to the atonement of a 38-6 beatdown of a very good Lions team. I don't know who ticked off Lamar Jackson next, but Lamar. Yeah, a very. And the funny thing is, no, I'll get to that point. I was watching or listening to Tim Cates on the Raiders Raiders radio network, and it's him and Tim Cates and Jason Fitz from Yahoo Sports, and they both basically said that your team next Monday night is going to be playing a very frustrated, pissed off Detroit Lions team.
Oh, do you notice that when someone plays the Raiders, it's the get right game? It's a get right game. We are the whipping boys of the NFL. And I'll talk more about that when we get to my team. But yeah, but go ahead. Finish with the how. Oh, welcome to all three of our subscribers. Please comment, or if you would like to join the show, just let us know.
Welcome.
Or just let us know. Welcome. We're just recapping
we will see,
NFL Sunday right now. We're just recapping the NFL.
Yes, indeed, and
we were talking about the Detroit as my co-host was leading in the Lions.
Well, I don't know who made Lamar Jackson mad, but Lamar Jackson said, "Hold my beer, hold it, and make sure it's frosty." To the atonement of just. Okay, these numbers are just gaudy. Yeah, exactly that. He said, "Hold it." 21 of 27, 357 yards. I'm gonna say that again. 21 of 27. Only 6 balls hit the turf. 357 and 3 TDs. 3 of them. Mark Andrews caught 2 of them, which he's always a good target. And Nelson Aguilar found the end zone for once. The Lions. Nice. I'm going to say this. I'm going to say this again.
Were you counting his rushing touchdown as well?
Well, I mean, that's 4 touchdowns still, but who's counting?
Okay,
but Jared Goff.
No, I just want to make
can't
sure.
be putting up the ball 53. Okay, Jared Goff. He can't be putting up the ball 53 times. There has to be some balance somewhere with the run game.
Oh, they'll be balanced next week.
Got sacked 5 times. Although Jahmyr Gibbs found the end zone, his first career touchdown, which was a nice touchdown run, actually, by the way. Amon-Ra St. Brown just continues to play well. 13 catches for $102.
Oh, yeah.
The only bright spot for the Lions, but the Ravens making a huge, huge statement, which puts them at 5-2. So right now, if you're looking at best records in the American Football Conference, you got the Chiefs obviously at 6-1, but you got the Jaguars, Ravens, Dolphins all at 5-2 through the first 7 weeks of the season. But we're not shocked that Lamar can do things like this because Lamar Jackson is a former MVP. So him doing this is not shocking whatsoever.
But to a great Lions defense, though, that's shocking.
Yes, yeah, that's very shocking because like I said, the Lions coming in 4-2, or coming in 5-1. I'm sorry, coming in the 5-1. Both teams coming into 5-1. You thought this would be a very more competitive game than what it turned out to be. But Lamar Jackson did what they were supposed to do. And it'll get easier for the Ravens next week. That's all I got to say. Depending on who they're playing. Yeah. Moving right along.
Yes, sir.
It was a dogfight. But Mizzle almost changed his mind, but he doesn't, and he gets the win, so he got me on that one. But a dogfight in the South between the Buccaneers and the Falcons. But the Falcons on a young Hoku.
Cool. Yeah. Hi.
On a game-winning field goal. Hi. Wins it from a 51-yarder as the Falcons got it at the end of the day. Gets the win. Not so much from Bijan Robinson, but Tyler Algier carried the load for the Falcons in the run game. Drake London, 6 catches, 54 yards. Mike Evans, 6 catches for 82 yards. And, this normally happens every time the Falcons and Buccaneers get together. It's always close games, down to the wire. Normally, whoever has possession last normally wins the game, but that's just how it goes sometimes in this particular league that is called the National Football League, aka the No Fun League. But um, as Hammer said last night or earlier this morning on the program, if Baker stays off of social media, he normally has a good game. This, that, and the third, and all those commercials. E-I-E-I-O. It's hard to fathom that, but nonetheless, today, Falcons get the win. So Buccaneers are 3-3. I think the Falcons are also 3-3. So it makes things very, very interesting in the NFC South as we go to the standings here. So yeah, no, I'm sorry. That puts the alma mater, as we like to call them, the Falcons. They're in first place at 4-3.
Oh,
the Buccaneers at 3-3. The Buccaneers, struggling at home. They are 1-3 at home and 2-0 on the road. So maybe the Buccaneers getting away from the pirate ship might do them some good. And this also might be their bye week as well, if I'm not mistaken. That very well could be.
Good time for it, slightly. If it is, it's kind of a good time for it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, they already had the bye week. Never mind. They had their bye week.
So they had
but they
early
might
one.
possibly. Yeah, had a very, very early one. So, well, we said that we were not going to go against Mike Tomlin. And lo and behold, the Steelers went to Inglewood, took over Inglewood,
Indeed.
as most teams do when you realize you're going to Inglewood. And once again, it was the defense of the Steelers that always seems to come through. And TJ Watt found the end zone as the Steelers got enough to get by the Rams.
My cousins are at the game.
He always seems. Oh, they were?
Oh, yeah, you know the cousins that you met when we came to Vegas?
Good for them, waving their terrible towels.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know they're all Steeler fans.
Well,
good for them.
They were there.
They helped.
They were at the Raider game, too.
Now, there was a controversial call that did benefit the Steelers' way. It was a quick. Where's Gene Steratore with the index card? For lack of a better term,
don't make me lose my religion on this feed. Don't you say that again. Don't you dare ever say that again. Don't you dare mention that index card on this show. I do not want to lose my religion on our show. Most embarrassing moment next to what happened today. That was the most embarrassing moment.
Nakua just continues to ball out. 8 catches for 154 yards. They're finally giving my Georgia Bulldog the football, Mr. Pickens, 5 catches for a $107. Like I said, the Steelers got touchdowns from Warren and from Najee Harris. But again, like I said before, it's just the defense making a play when they have to and getting the win. The Rams were up in this game, but of course the Steelers came back and took over the game to win it. And the Steelers go to 4-2, although not the conventional way that they do it, but at the end of the day, 4-2 is 4-2. The Rams go to 3-4. No DK Metcalf, no problem. The Seahawks still find a way to get the win over the Cardinals. But at least the Cardinals have very good-looking white jerseys to lose in. That's about the only thing you can say about the Cardinals. Jake Bobo had an incredible. Jake Bobo had an incredible catch and got both feet in on a beautiful pass from Geno Smith. And Jackson Smith-Njigba gets his first touchdown catch. As the Cardinals just could not get it in. The Seahawks played keep away, did what they have to do. And again, as I keep saying, I do not want to see this guy 3 times or twice a year But Kenneth Walker the third, or as we like to call him, the third, 26 carries for 105 yards. And and the third doing third things and getting a huge win as the Seahawks get to 4-2, the Cardinals get to 1-6, and basically Caleb Williams is like, I might want to stay at USC for one more year because I don't know if I want to go to either of these places. I don't know how it happened, but somehow the Denver Broncos actually got a win, which is shocking. They beat the Packers by a final score of 19-17. Jordan Love threw in a double coverage, which was the end of that game. Russ was 20-29 for 194. Williams ran the ball well, 15 carries, 82 yards. Again, Aaron Dillon was doing everything he could for the Packers, but the Packers fall 2 points short.
Did I take the Packers on that game?
Well, let's keep the game winning. We both took Green Bay and we both took the L. But right now, in the one game that we were different on, or the two games that we were different on, you won, I lost. So there's that.
Picked up more steam.
Yeah, you did. Really not much to say. Patrick Mahomes is who he is. Throws for 424, 4 TDs. And again, we're going to keep asking this question, as we always ask this question. How in the hell does a tall white guy that wears 87 always be wide the heck open? And why do you not double team this man?
Oh, hell, he gets open on the double team.
That's true, too.
Tom Sula. Yeah, Tom Sula.
Chiefs go to 6-1. They get the win, 31-17. And of course, Sunday night, the Eagles and the Dolphins. The Eagles eventually pulled away, but it was a close game. A huge interception by Darius Slade changed the game as the Dolphins were driving down trying to tie the game. They were down 7.
And Tyreek Hill earlier in the game dropped a potential touchdown. All he had to do was catch that. He walks into the end zone. He easily walks into the end zone. Tua put it right on him. He just didn't what does our dad say?
Hit him in the wrong spot. Hit him in the wrong spot. Hit him in the hands. Can't do that. But that's just what happens from time to time when it hits you in you in the wrong spot. But Eagles get the win. Right now, they're back in the forefront of the top seed in the NFC. Pending what happens tomorrow night in the land of the Thousand Lakes, Minnesota, and the Twin Cities. Of course, we will see what happens there. But now we've come to this portion of the show where Mizzle's not going to give passion, but he's going to give passion, but he's going to give it calmly and basically express why he no longer says that football is fun. As you can see, he has this very big Frosty Pale mug of ale, or as let's just say, his night belongs to Michelob Ultra. But nonetheless, fans, my co-host and my brother from another is about to basically say what is on his mind and why he is, in a sense, boycotting the team that he has loved since birth. So, without further ado, I give thee one Mizzle Mason.
Well, do you remember when I say that Josh McDaniels couldn't coach himself out of a porta potty? Yet again, he continues it to prove my point. Just continues to just go ahead and do that. I thought that Hoyer did give us that possibility to win the game. I understood the reason why McDaniels chose him for this game per se, even though I still wanted the rookie to start the game. But Hoyer was not seeing the field. Typical Hoyer. Hoyer is your number 2. He's never going to be a starting quarterback, and he cannot lead a team. He has to come off the bench when the game has been played and everybody has worn themselves down. That was just shown. I don't know what's going on with Josh Jacobs. The man cannot get over 3 yards a carry, even when there's holes. He's just not the same. I don't know if the $12 million changed him. He will not be a Raider next year, so don't expect him to be wearing a jersey next year. I don't think they're going to keep him, especially if they keep this same regime. Devontae Adams got his catches, but when he needed to make the most important catch, didn't make it. So your interview and what you were saying a week ago, I mean, I'm looking at the game. Michael Mayer is open, but it seems like everybody wants to throw the ball to Jacoby Myers. It seems like when all fails, throw to Jacoby Myers. This guy, I don't know. I really don't know if you got outcoached by somebody that is a first-year head coach, and not saying Division II football is not good, but an undrafted Division II.
Matt Eberflus is in his second year.
Okay, well, okay, my bad. But you are an offensive guru. They did not have Justin Fields wasn't out there. Their main running back wasn't out there. I can't think of his name right now because I have him. But he wasn't out there. It's like nobody showed up. The defense didn't show up. Marcus Peters, I sent you the video of that tackle.
Yeah.
What in the blue hell is going on right now? 2 weeks, the defense played stout football. Even with the offense playing spotty football, it was real shitty today. Everything was shitty. Daniel Carlson missing. He wasn't Money Carlson today. Missing field goals. And Josh McDaniels' play calling is just horrendous, man. It's just – and we screamed that fire McDaniels, but yeah, if we fire him, do we get any better? No. This season is just washed already. Don't get me wrong. 3-4 is not bad. You're still slightly in the thick of the things. But we will be 3-5 by next week because we play a very, very pissed off Lions team on Monday Night Football in their stadium. And Jimmy G is coming back. Whoop-de-fucking do. Whoop-de-fucking-do that Jimmy's coming back.
Who by the way, and I read this, I'm like, whoa. Like, really? That's how much he's missing? And I'm trying to find the article. Wait a minute, where is it? So
he's already missed what?
Because he did not play.
I think it's 90,000. Is it 90,000?
$90,000.
Yeah, so that's two.
Yeah, 90 G's. Yeah.
So 2 games he's missed.
Yeah, yeah.
So do you think his back is going to be all right? Come out there and throw interceptions? Do you think his back's going to be okay to come out there and throw interceptions Monday Night Football? Of course it's going to be all right. Of course it's going to be all right.
Oh my goodness!
And guess he's gonna look at, there's Jacoby Myers over there, bro. You know what? I would not be mad if Tay Adams decides he wants to go, bro. I mean, I can't enjoy football no more. I cannot wait till they have a bye week so I can just be a fan. I cannot wait till they have a bye week. That's my honest feeling right now. I can't. And this is not me saying I'm jumping the ship because that would never happen. You still see I got the jersey on and the flag is still in the background. That's always going to be there. I'm just not happy. Go ahead.
he may boycott them at times, but him joining another fan base again. Now we used to joke about this in high school. He would get mad about it, but he would always say this. He said, "I don't give a damn if they moved to freaking Baghdad and call themselves the Baghdad Raiders. I would still root with the doggone team. That's my team." And
Yes.
and true to form in the 26, 27 years that I have known this man. And trust me, he has seen some very crappy seasons. The crappiest season he ever saw was 2-14 in 2006. He has lived through some crap. As have I from 2003 to 2011, and then again from 2015 to 2018. So I have seen some I have seen some mediocrity. We both have seen some mediocrity with our football teams. Now, supposedly, I think my team is finally getting it right. It does hurt because I mean
it just hurts.
And I hate to give the history lesson. I hate to give the history lesson, but again, for people that are 45 and younger, people do not understand how great of a history the Raiders have. They don't. For a long time, this is one of the winningest franchises in football. You go back to the 70s. It was either the Steelers or the Raiders.
Yep.
It was going to come down to those and the Dolphins. Those three teams in the 70s. Raiders, Dolphins, Steelers, and it was everybody else. Because one of those three teams was going to represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. Because that's how good those three teams were. And it was always, you know what? Steelers and Raiders are going to beat up on each other, but it's going to be those two to get to the Super Bowl.
Because you know what? That Super Bowl, that was the Super Bowl. That was the Super Bowl to get to the Super Bowl. They already didn't beat the hell out of each other. And it's like, all right, we took their biggest punch. There's nothing this team can do. We're going to wipe the floor with them, i.e. what my Raiders did to the Minnesota Vikings. Who did they beat to get to the Super Bowl that year? I believe it was the Steelers, right? We beat the Steelers that year to get to the Super Bowl?
It was the Steelers to get there. Yeah. Yeah. You beat them in the championship game 24-7 after being there the last 3 years and losing in the most heartbreaking of fashions.
Yeah. So the Minnesota Vikings had they had no chance. No. They had no chance against that Raider team. They played the Steelers. No. I don't understand football.
I mean,
I don't understand.
Like the Cowboys. It's like
yes. Go. Yeah, you got something going. Go.
Yeah. But I mean, it's like the Cowboys and Niners in the 90s. It's like, okay, it's going to come down to us two, and whoever wins on us two, there's no team from the AFC that is withholding us from Lombardi. Doesn't matter.
No.
Okay, it didn't matter.
We don't have that latitude no more.
Or the Chargers. It doesn't matter if it was the Chargers or the Steelers who overcame. Nobody was denying the Niners Super Bowl 29, just like nobody was denying the Cowboys Super Bowl 27, 28, and 30.
Yes.
Okay. There was a reason why the NFC won 13 straight after the Raiders won Super Bowl 18. After the Raiders won Super Bowl 18 from 84 to 96. From the 84 season
NFC
to the 96 season. The NFC dominated the Super Bowl.
Facts.
They were the better conference. Right now, as it stands, the AFC has been the stronger conference when it comes to Super Bowl matchups. Hence why they've had the most Lombardis in recent years. So, and again,
two times the microphone has been pulled.
I'm going to take off this again. Two times. Okay. Now, I said this on my Facebook post earlier today, and I'm going to say it again. And I want to make sure you hear me when I say this.
Talk to him.
Josh McDaniels, and any other assistant coach that is coached on the New England Patriots coaching staff should never, ever be considered for a head coaching job again. Okay? And what does that say about the head coach? What I've been saying all along. Before Brady got there, who in the hell were the New England Patriots? Okay, yeah, they had some good years under Bill
Curtis
Parcells.
Martin, Drew Bledsoe, being coach.
Okay. God, people. If you don't know who Ben Winter, amazing Technicolor Coates is, go YouTube him. Ben Coates was a very damn good tight end.
I just dropped some knowledge on him real quick right there.
Yeah, him and Drew Bledsoe. Man, you do not know how good Ben Coates was.
I know. I know how good he is.
I know you. I know you know. But I'm talking about for those that are watching the show. That's a blast from the past that people don't remember. Ben Coates was that dude at tight end.
Mm-hmm.
Also, him and Eric Green.
Indeed.
Steelers was also that dude.
Yes.
Eric Green was damn good at tight end for Steelers. Go YouTube him also. But I mean, heck, God rest his soul. Terry Glenn was an outstanding receiver on the Patriots.
Oh, see, I was about to say that. Ohio State's finest.
Yes. And people, he was playing on some very sucky teams, and I'm glad he got his just due, but forgotten about how good he was because you had Howie Long and all those guys and Mark Gastineau and Joe Klecko and all those guys. But Andre Tippett was a very damn good football player.
So you just go up my being coach, huh? Okay. There you go.
No, I'm not trying to up you because you know you and I we drop knowledge on this show, but I'm just saying. But before Tom Brady got there, who in the hell were the Patriots? Who were they? Okay, yes, every so often make a miraculous Super Bowl run. Hello, 85 Bears. Hello, 96 Green Bay Packers. But then back to mediocre football. Okay, Belichick's first year, he went 5-11. Okay. Belichick was 36-44 as Browns coach from 91 to 95. Art Modell fired him as they were moving to Baltimore. He goes 5-11 his first year with the Patriots. Okay. The quote-unquote Patriot way only worked because of one man, and he's no longer playing.
TB12.
He's preparing himself to be on Fox Sports. He's preparing himself to be on Fox Sports in 2024. That's the only reason why the Patriot way worked was because of Tom Brady. Let's see.
Well, he's already a partial owner with the Aces, and he's about to be a partial owner with the Raiders.
Correct. Okay. But that's the only reason why the Patriot way worked. It's because of number 12.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Now, again, Belichick's record without 12, Belichick's record with 12, there's a drastic difference. And even though the Patriots just gave him an extension, why, I don't know. But hey, if that's how Robert Kraft feels, that's how Robert Kraft feels. But
I still think he's going to fire him.
Bill Belichick
I think at the end of the year he's going to be gone.
Bill Belichick benefited the most off of having number 12 from the University of Michigan.
12.
I said what I said. Okay. I really don't like talking about Brady that much because I have my own feeling towards him. But one thing that cannot be denied, he's the greatest winner in NFL history. There's no denying that. Okay. Even with all the stuff you'd be talking about. He's the greatest winner of all time. He has more rings than franchises.
And you are taking the words right out of my mouth right now. Yes, because that's what I was going to say.
He's got more rings. He's got more rings than franchises.
That's
insane.
Something else. Yeah, that's something else.
One player has more rings than the Steelers, and the organization he helped win 6 of those rings with. That's a crit. Okay, again, I might not like Brady, but there's one thing I will give. There is one thing I will give him his due on. The man went in there and put in the work. The man worked his ass off. There's no there's no denying that. I might not like the guy. Of course, he's not my GOAT. He'll never will be my GOAT. But that's just my
straight up
homer biased towards the quarterback that went to the University of Notre Dame that wore number 16 and later wore number 19 in Kansas City. But that's just who my GOAT is. Because, like I've always said, yeah, you can have more rings than me, but my L column will forever say 0. I will forever bat 1,000 on my winning percentage in the Super Bowl. And oh, by the way, I threw no interceptions in 4 Super Bowl games also, but I'm just, I'm not going to talk about that. But
and by the way, he's not going to say his name, but I will say it for him. Did you say his name? I thought you didn't say his name. Did you say it? You just said his number, correct?
I did not say his name. I said his number.
You said his number. Well, it's Joe Montana. It's Joe Montana, but it is Joe Montana. Yeah, I'll say it. That man was cold. That man was a cold, calculated quarterback. And let's just say this. The man won a Super Bowl before he had Jerry Rice. John Taylor was his man.
2.
Am I correct?
He won 2.
How many did he win before?
He won 2 before. He won 2 before Jesus and Cleats got there. As Jerry Rice was given that nickname. Okay. Freddie Solomon and Dwight Clark was his receivers.
Jonathan Taylor.
Didn't have it. No, John Taylor came 2 years after Jerry came.
So excuse me. I thought you're okay. Excuse me. Yes.
No. It's like Jerry Rice got there in 85. Taylor got there in 87. Okay.
You're right.
And also
mixed up.
And also, Roger Craig was not his featured starting running back until after Wendell Tyler retired, because Wendell Tyler became his first full-fledged running back when Wendell Tyler got there in 84.
Yep.
And guess what?
Yep.
Tom Rathman was his fullback blocking for Wendell Tyler while catching balls out of the backfield. So I get the comparisons, because in Brady's first 3 Super Bowls, he was throwing to David Patton. He was throwing to David Gibbons. He was throwing to Bethel Johnson. He was throwing to these no-name.
Their form is about the same. They have a similar form.
I can see the similarities are there. They both put in the work. Obviously, Brady idolized him because he grew up in San Mateo. So there will forever be those comparisons.
Yes.
But Montana will still tell you I was better. But Montana will still tell you that I was better than him because of the era that he played in. Because I would like to see Tom Brady take the same hit Jim Burt gave Montana and land it the way he did on that AstroTurf in Giant Stadium at the old Meadowlands. I would like to see how he would take Mike Singletary and those big eyes coming after him. Hell, I want to see you take a sack from Lawrence Taylor and Reggie White. And still see.
He don't want their problems. He don't want their problems.
I get it. Different eras, different style of play.
Exactly.
Okay. In the era that Brady played in, you cannot sit there and tell me that Dan Marino would not throw for 6,000 yards. if Dan Marino played in today's era, and you still give him Clayton and Duper, if you thought what he did in '84,
easy,
throwing for
3 Super Bowls, easy,
and 48, Marino would easily throw for 6,000 yards, and he might throw 60 touchdown passes in a regular season.
Easy.
With the way these rules are.
Because he'll get to the goal line every time because he's slinging the ball downfield. But that's easy pickings. Slant routes all day.
I digress.
No, don't digress on this show. This is our show. We say what we want on this show. Damn it.
But I'm just going. I don't understand the whole Belichick is the GOAT talk. I don't. I've never have. Because again, I go back to once upon a time with the Browns. They started 3-0. They end up finishing the year 7-9. And that just happened to be the year they traded Bernie Kosar to the Cowboys, and Bernie Kosar got his ring. Yes, Bernie Kosar was a Cowboy for half a season. This actually, and he actually played well in the times that Aikman got hurt. Bernie Kosar played well.
He did.
For the Cowboys, believe it or not.
He did. I do remember that year.
he played well, but
he did.
Again, it's just I won't give Belichick his due because again, you're only as good as your assistants. And what have your assistants done after they have branched out from you? They've done
destroy organizations. Destroy organizations.
That too. Okay. Romeo Crennel, a longtime coach of this league, couldn't cut as a head coach in Cleveland. Had one winning season.
Well, he didn't destroy an organization. I'll take that back.
He didn't destroy the Browns, but underachieved because the Browns did have some good. The Browns did have a good talent. Okay. Bill O'Brien, yes, had success in Houston, won division titles in Houston.
Destroyed that organization.
The whole team.
Destroyed that organization.
And yet he's your OC, and yet he can't get Mac Jones to play to his level. Okay. I'm done talking about the whole Josh McDaniels experience. Man
destroyed 2 organizations. And can't coach his way out of a fucking porter potty. A porter potty. Hell, the kid from Little Giants in the movie had better play calling than fucking Josh McDaniels. The annexation of Puerto Rico. The annexation of Puerto Rico. Yeah. Icebox. Damn it. You damn right I went there.
I don't know what's worse. That or Marcus Peters doing the Roger Dorn Olay bullshit. I don't know. but again, okay. Matt Patricia wasted the prime of Matt Stafford's career in Detroit.
Bro, he couldn't.
And then Belichick's going to bring him back.
He's about up there with McDaniels. Patricia's coaching style is damn near just like McDaniels. Bro, they couldn't even coach their way out of it.
I'm still trying to figure that. I'm still trying to figure that out. And then the one assistant
destroy organizations
that came from the Belichick tree. No. I'm talking about the one that actually could have been somebody. He gets screwed because of freaking Daniel Ross. And I'm talking about Brian Flores.
Oh yeah. Brian Flores would have been a damn good coach. I mean, he was a good coach. The Dolphins would have been just fine. I said Daniel Ross screwed Brian Flores out of a job. Oh, yeah, he got hosed.
And now he's been relegated to being a coordinator.
An assistant.
To which,
or coordinator.
Yeah. He was the only. He might have been the only Belichick disciple from the Belichick coaching tree that possibly would have had sustained success.
I don't disagree with that statement. I don't disagree.
I'll tell you this. I guarantee you, Mizzle will take Brian Flores to be the head coach right now than Josh McDaniels. I promise you that.
You damn right. You roger that. It's a Big 10-4. Get his clown ass right the hell up out of there.
So let me ask you this, my good friend and my dear brother.
Yes.
If Mark Davis decided to grow some balls and get rid of him after this season, there was a tweet I saw that I read from Bonte Hill, who, of course, does the morning roast on 95.7 The Game with the Butcher Boy Joe Shasky in the morning. He tweeted,
Great show.
And I quote, yeah, very, very good show. If you haven't listened to them, please do it. They're from 6 to 10. You can also watch it on the Odyssey app. But he said, and I quote, doesn't matter what I got to do. I might have to pull. Do you pull out the truck? And do you go to Ann Arbor, Michigan? And do you ask Jim Harbaugh, what do you want? It's just a question. Oh, he's pondering. He's thinking.
No, not Harbaugh. Not Harbaugh. He got too much going on. It's almost like Pete Carroll. You know, because Michigan is going through a whole some shit right now. Nope, don't go get him because he's having some things going on in Michigan. We already got a bad controversial coach. No. If I want to pull somebody, I'm gonna tell you who to go pull. Go get Lincoln Riley.
Really?
Go get Lincoln Riley.
That is a very interesting take. I wouldn't expect you to make that take, but that's interesting.
Well,
why would you say go get Lincoln Riley?
Because the way the NFL is going, these young college coaches and these young-minded coaches, they got it. Look what just happened with Eberflus. That just did to a traditional coach who's supposed to be a guru. Bruh, he made it simple for that young man. He ran plays that are simplified college plays. There was nothing NFL about any of those plays they ran. It was catch the ball, toss it to the running back, simple little routes. They played to his strengths.
Yeah. I don't think he threw a ball. I don't think he threw a ball over 20 yards the whole entire game.
No. And you and I figured that out.
21 of 29, and he was. Yeah,
me and you figured that out, and the defensive coordinator couldn't even figure that out. So what I'm saying is, get somebody with a fresh mind for this league. Josh McDaniels is not an NFL coach, just point blank period. It's the same story. I seen this in Denver. Now I'm seeing it. He destroyed two AFC teams.
I would just like for once, just for him, just to say, you know what? It's my fault. Put it on me. I didn't prepare them. Because
won't happen. Won't happen. Won't happen.
I know it won't. But
especially when he threw the rookie under the boat. When he threw the rookie under the bus, I was like, "Oh, bro, really? You're coaching the rookie. Your job is to lead this young man. You caught that play for that young man. Hell, the way Josh Jacobs is running, the way he's running, We could have got 3 yards and scored on 2 plays. He got to go, man. He got to go. The Patriot way is not the Raider way. It's because you know why? Because Al Davis right now is turning 360s in his damn grave right now. Like, what the fuck is going on right now? Son, you messed up when you rehired Gruden. Now look at us. Now you bring the Patriot who screwed us in the damn playoff series to cost us a Super Bowl because we would have beat the Steelers. I don't give a damn what anybody would have said. Our offense was too. I don't want to talk about that. I don't talk about it. But Al Davis is having a conniption right now in his damn grave. I don't understand. Hey, do you know what's going to happen to us Monday night? Do you know what's going to happen to us under the lights on primetime TV? With Jimmy Garoppolo as the quarterback and this impotent fucking shitbag can't coach out of a porta potty, yet alone a pee-wee football team is going to take us to Ford Field? Oh, my.
Hence, and yeah, Ford Field, as of course, for the first time, I'm wearing the most infamous shirt that I've worn the most on this program because our good friend.
I see you're foreshadowing. See, you're foreshadowing. How the disrespect right now?
No,
see,
no,
the disrespect right now.
I know. I'm
the
not.
Disrespect.
I am not. I am not foreshadowing. I am not foreshadowing. It's just I realize.
Yes, you are. Because you are picking the Lions to win Monday night.
No.
You are picking the Lions to win Monday night. I get it because I'm picking the fucking Lions to win Monday night. I'm picking the out. You damn right. I'm not giving you no more mulligans. But maybe Raiders will pull a rabbit out the hat. That is not happening. That is not happening. That is Aiden Hutchinson is gonna get 6 sacks. Aiden Hutchinson is gonna look like Khalil Mack. You heard me. Aiden Hutchinson is gonna look like Khalil Mack. Get right, gang. Get right, gang. I despise this regime. I despise this regime so much. So much. They are making football, as I say, not fun for me to watch. The Giants won today. Are you kidding me? The Giants won today.
Yes.
The Giants.
Yes. And oh, by the way, speaking of Giants, the baseball Giants, the Padres have given the Giants permission to interview Bob Melvin for the managerial job in San Francisco. Yes.
No. Stop poking these people out our division. No. Stop doing that.
I'll say this. This is what I will say. I would still prefer Ron Lotus. That's just my personal pick.
Yep. Because he knows the organization.
But
he knows the ins and outs. He's been there with Bochy. It's slightly you got a piece of Bochy back in that organization.
But I'll say this. If there's a way I can get rid of Farhan and bring in Kim Nig, the former Marlins GM, yes, a woman, I will take her right now.
Yes.
I will take him right now.
Can we pass the collection plate? Because my brother is preaching right now. Pass the collection plate. He's preaching.
Because the year she was there, the Marlins improved every single year and made the playoffs this year. And the Marlins had the nerve to disrespect her and didn't want to promote her. And you know what? She said, you know what? I'm out. Deuces. So, if the Marlins go back to sucking next year, you know why. So Kim and Nick, if I ever, and again, I never want my teams to suck. I don't.
No.
But
No.
dadgummit, if the Giants underachieve again in 2024, Larry Bear, you better go talk to Kim. You bring her into that front office, and you let her go to work. And you let her pick her guy to manage the team. Because Skip Schumacher did a fantastic job this year managing the Marlins. He truly did. And Skip Schumacher is a good baseball name, a good baseball guy, had a solid career, and got good stuff out of the Marlins. She came in and replaced the crap that Derek Jeter did under his tutelage, and she got it steering in the right direction.
Yep.
So
don't disagree with that.
So dadgummit,
bring it on.
Okay, back to football, because this is a football show, but I just had to throw that nugget in there. And also, you know what? Since we're on the Bay Area, I'll just throw this. I'll just throw this nugget in there since we're talking about Barry stuff. This past weekend. Now, some people will say that Kevin Durant was the greatest signing in the Joe Lacob era. You're wrong. The greatest and most important signing in Joe Lacob's ownership. I'm not talking about trades. I'm talking about free agent signings. The most important free agent signing in Joe Lacob and Peter Guber's era was the just recently retired Andre Iguodala. And I'm going to tell you why.
Yes.
Andre knew what was happening with the Warriors. He saw it in the playoff series when the Warriors upset the Nuggets. I want to say in the 2011-2012 season or 2012-2013.
I was there. I went to one of those that in the playoffs. I was there.
But Andre Iguodala saw what was going on and saw what was going on with one Wardell Stephen Curry II. Because normally free agents came to the Warriors because they were going to get paid and they didn't care about winning or playing. They were just going to get a paycheck because that's just who Chris Cohen was. Mm-hmm. Andre Iguodala willingly wanted to come to the Bay Area and sign with the Warriors because he saw what was going on with the Splash Brothers.
Yep.
And thus, we saw what happened. Okay. Andre is just as important as Clay and Steph and Draymond because he was the coach on the floor before Draymond became the coach on the floor. But his presence and him signing with the Warriors paved the way for other free agents that wanted to come to the Bay Area. That's what people forget. Brother. Yes, they made the trade for Bogut. Yes, we gave Joe Lacob hell for it on the night they retired number 17 in the rafters. But number 9 from the University of Arizona signing with the Warriors in the offseason 2 years before the first championship. Andre Iguodala is the most important free agent signing under the ownership of Joe Lacob. Don't come at me because you will not unconvince me otherwise. Out Andre Iguodala signing in the offseason as a free agent. Barbosa never would have came. Durant never would have came. David West never would have came. The list goes on and on. It happened because Andre Iguodala saw what was going on. He saw that the Warriors were trending on the upward, and he came and started the trend and got justly rewarded with an NBA Finals MVP when the Warriors finally ended the 40-year misery by winning the first championship in 2014-2015. Now, he may not get a statue, but I will say this. His number 9 should be retired by the Warriors because of his importance and just the importance of his signing of coming to this team. like I said, yeah, some people will say Durant. No, the most important signing under Joe Lacob and Peter Guber was Andre Iguodala. And there's just no if, ands, or buts about it. I meant to mention this last night or early this morning on the show on episode number 119, but Andre Iguodala is just as important to those 4 banners that are hanging up there at Chase Center, along with Clay, Dre, and Steph. And not just that. His fellow alumni of the Arizona Wildcats, Steve Kerr, convinced him, hey, you are better to me if you come off the bench, which Andre was a starter for his career, which started in Philly, then to Denver. Okay? And people forget, before Andre left to come to the Warriors, Andre was a slasher in Philadelphia and would take your soul to the hole, and he would dunk on you. And he would dunk on you something nasty in Philadelphia. People don't realize how athletic Andre was when he was in Philadelphia. They just don't. I mean, the man had one of the greatest dunks in the slam dunk contest with Iverson throwing the ball off the back of the backboard and Andre coming over and dunking it. Needless to say. However, I just wanted to give Andre his flowers because people just don't know how important Andre Iguodala was to the success of the Warriors. And I'm pretty sure if he wants to coach, Steve Kerr will have a spot for him on the Warriors bench.
On the bench. Oh, most definitely.
I'm just going to explain how important he is. Hold on.
Uh-oh. I think he's going to get a prop. Oh, baby.
I only have one Warriors jersey, and it's his number that I have. Everybody has Steph. Everybody has Clay. Everybody has Draymond. Everybody has KD. The only Warrior jersey I have is Iggy's because he was that important to the team. Point blank, period. So we salute you, number 9, on a fantastic NBA career, 4-time champion with the Warriors, the most important free agent signing in Joe Lacob's era. Salute to you, Iggy. You have earned it on a tremendous 19-year career. Kudos to you, my friend. Now,
be a coach.
We venture back. Yeah, he'll be a coach and a damn good one on who's ever staff. Now, as we venture back into football, as Mizzle takes a drink of the Batsman water, if you will. I forgot. We got some early morning football next week.
Are we back overseas?
We are going to Germany, to the land of Dirk. And a very good matchup. First off, let me give Dante Foreman his due. Loved him at Texas. Loved him in his career where he's been at. He had a very good game for the Bears today. Yes, I know it was against your team, but I've been a fan of his since he came to the league, and good for him. However, yes, we are in Germany. Is it this week or next week? Should be next week. Is it? No, it's in 2 weeks. Okay, I was wrong. I thought we were going to Germany this week, but I think it's November we're going to Germany. Yes. November 5th. I'm myself. Yeah, let's get excited. So, did you want to do?
So I'll be watching football on the boat.
Or did you want to do it tomorrow after the Monday night game?
Let's do it tomorrow after the Monday night game.
Oh yeah, that's right. Okay, so we will give our predictions for Week 8 after the Niners-Vikings game, which you can catch on ABC and ESPN. So, just to recap,
that will be a late edition.
Mizzle,
be a late edition of the Mizzle An Dub Show.
Yes, late night edition. Boy, Zay Flowers is a problem for secondaries with his speed. But just to recap, so we have a Game 7, Rangers, Astros, Game 7, American League Championship Series. Winner takes it all tomorrow. That's at 5. Game 6, Phillies, Diamondbacks. Philly up 3-2, having a chance to clinch the NL pennant for a second straight year. That will be at 2:07 Pacific time, which is 11 a.m. No, I'm sorry, 5 p.m. Eastern Pacific, 4 Central, 3 Mountain. Trust me, I get it. Believe me, I get it. I might do a late night snack myself. Anyhow, that's going to happen. Obviously, Monday Night Football is commencing. And I don't know. I think we did talk about this, but eventually, I would like to get, as Orange Cassidy makes his appearance. No, eventually, I would like to get Kevin on here. And the 3 of us can have a powwow, and we can talk about what's going to be the state of boxing on television now that Showtime is going off the old boxing.
Oh my God! It's like my whole soul has left.
Yeah, but I definitely like to get Kevin on here, and we can talk about that. I definitely would like to get Kevin on, and we can talk about what's going to be the state of boxing on TV. What's going to happen? We don't know.
Let's try to set it up for Thursday. That's my off day, Thursday. All right. So let's try to set it up for Thursday.
I will reach out to him and see if we can do that. Okay. As it stands, I want to try to find what will be the last final broadcast of Showtime. Let's see. We're looking. I haven't found one yet.
Don't make me start playing the Jeopardy music.
Well, I'm pretty sure you would if we had a soundboard that did that. But I know one of their last pay-per-views will be involving David Benavidez and Andrade, which will be a fantastic fight.
Yes, indeed.
So as we're heading on the nitty-gritty, and they're definitely not telling us. Give me the last date, dadgummit.
Technology. Hey, so check this out. Since you're researching,
okay.
If I can find a way to find some form of a Wi-Fi or anything, we can do the show while I'm on the boat.
Oh boy.
It'll come from my phone because I'm pretty sure I can find a way to watch football while I'm on the boat. I'm pretty sure. So yes, the Mizzle An Dub Show might come from.
Certainly, enjoy yourself on the boat as you can.
Oh, that's gonna happen. It's gonna happen.
Well, definitely enjoy it as you're going on this fantastic journey as you head back to Mexico.
Hey, but you know how I feel about being out there. I can't swim the land. If I can't get to land,
I know.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Okay. So it's aiming for December. We know that. We don't know what direction Premier Boxing Champions and Al Heyman are going to go in, but it's just we talked about it yesterday. It's like I said, if you were to tell the 11-year-old me 30 years ago that
let's go
in 30 years you won't be seeing boxing on Showtime and HBO, I would have looked at you like I'm gonna slap you. And now the fact that this is actually becoming to reality, like I said, the first night that I found out that this was a shot to the liver because, again, the fighters that Mizzle and I grew up loving, and we're talking about Tyson, Holyfield, Sugar Ray Leonard, Hagler, Chavez Sr., Oscar De La Hoya, Pernell Whitaker,
Foreman,
Ward, Floyd,
Lennox,
James
Lennox.
Toney, Terry Norris,
Yes.
Lennox Lewis, Riddick Bowe,
James
Tito.
Toney.
Yeah.
The
list.
Yes.
The
Tito.
Roy
I'm
Jones,
so glad
the
you
list.
said his name. Yes. Zab Judah. We can talk. See. Hold on. Stop it, because we can.
The list.
This show can turn into boxing.
It really can. But just all of those names that we just mentioned either came through the Showtime or HBO banner, and that's where we saw them. That's where we saw them develop. That's where we saw them grow up, be it on HBO Championship Boxing or Showtime Championship Boxing or Boxing After Dark or Showbox. But that's where we saw them develop and become the eventual world championship fighters that they became. You have heard Roy Jones say it at verbatim. The world got to saw who Roy Jones was because of HBO, and he has said that for many times. Before he eventually came to HBO, Andre Ward got his start on Showtime. That's where we saw Andre Ward, started to carve out his legacy. And I've always said, if you want to know about Andre Ward, you just go ahead and watch that Super 6 tournament that he was in and that he dominated flawlessly.
That was boxing, man.
In
that
2011.
was beautiful.
That was some of the greatest knockouts. Some of the greatest knockouts were on Showtime and HBO. I still remember to this day the Sergio Martinez knocking out Paul Williams with that left hand that he never saw. And all you see is Paul Williams just going directly to sleep. It's one of the greatest knockouts of all time that he did not see coming. One of the greatest body shots you'll ever see is Bernard Hopkins to Oscar's liver, and Oscar's just like, I couldn't do nothing.
Ouch.
And of course, Hasim Rahman getting knocked out of the ring, almost landing in Jim Lampley's lap. Of course, one of the greatest single rounds I've ever seen in my life live. First fight between Arturo Gatti and Mickey Ward, the 9th round. You hardly ever heard Emmanuel Stewart's voice get loud during a broadcast on HBO. Emmanuel Stewart got excited in that particular round. And if you ever listen to Manny Stewart do commentary for HBO, his voice didn't get too high or didn't get too low, unless he was training somebody in the corner. But him in that broadcast, in that 9th round, especially the 9th round, is some of the greatest theater ever in sports.
Yeah.
And then, of course, my favorite heavyweight round of all time was Bo Holyfield won round 10, to which Holyfield nearly dropped the bigger Bo. Okay, like I said, we can do a whole other hour and a half talking about freaking what we've seen on Showtime and on HBO as far as boxing goes. But damn it, we're up against it. He's hungry. I'm hungry. But episode 120 is in the books. Just to go over the recap again, going over the scores of the NFL, and we will. Now, did you happen to see? And I'm just not looking at this. Did you see the video with Blueface at the Rams game today?
Proposing to his baby mama?
No. I'm just going to send it to you. And this is courtesy of
I just read
Barstool
an article about that he proposed to his baby mama. I knew he was at the game because just of that, but I don't know anything else that.
Oh no, this is
down.
Well, what I'm about to show you, you're gonna be like, whoa.
So we want my reaction as I see it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
That's at an NFL football game. Yeah, that's at an NFL game between the Steelers and the Rams.
What in the blue hell? Wow. Nope. I guess that's what happens when you got money.
I don't know. I mean, but even if you have that, I wouldn't do that.
Straight up.
What do I know?
No,
like I'm trying to save money or help somebody out or be a giver, not just just make it rain like
tossing
that.
Like that at an NFL game.
Yeah,
fucking stupid.
I would please. I would try to be one of those fans and try and grab the doggone money. But that's just me though. Well,
yes, that's why we're brothers. I've been doing the same thing. I'm like, wait a minute, he throwing money? You know what?
I'm grabbing.
I will never come back to the stadium again.
Catch a pass.
I'll never return to the stadium again. I'm just gonna grab the money.
So
You'll
anyway,
never see me again.
Yeah. And bounce. So again, just to recap what happened in Week 7 of the NFL: Ravens beat the Lions 30-6. Bears beat the Raiders 30-12. Browns beat the Colts 39-38. Patriots get the win over the Bills 29-25. Giants beat the Commanders 14-7. Young Hoku at the end for the Falcons beats the Buccaneers 16-13. Steelers find a way to beat the Rams 24-17 as Freshly Squeezed makes another appearance. Seahawks beat the Cardinals 20-10. Broncos beat the Packers 19-17. Chiefs beat the Chargers 31-17. Same score, by the way, for the Eagles and the Dolphins. And tonight, the Niners take on the Vikings inside Minnesota at U.S. Bank Stadium. So that is Week 7 of the NFL. Week 8 is going to happen. And it'll start on Thursday night as always. And what is the Thursday night game this week upcoming? It will be, for Week 8, Thursday night, the Buccaneers and the Bills from Orchard Park, New York, to which they're giving the Bills -7.5. And I will say this. Yeah. After this, I think we need to have Mr. McDonald on because next week it is Supremacy of East Rutherford, New Jersey, because we have the Battle of East Rutherford going on between the
Jets and Giants. Yeah,
yes,
I'm down for
Jets
that. I'm down for that episode.
I'm
down for that one.
Matchups are intriguing. NBC, I really want to ask this question. Why next week is the Bears and the Chargers the Sunday night game?
I asked the same question why the Raiders and the Lions going to be on Monday Night Football.
And again, I'm not dissing the Charger fans or the Bears fans. I'm not, because they're good fans. But I'm trying to understand why is that the Sunday night game. Yeah. But that's I would have put the Steelers and Jaguars as my Sunday night game. I would have flexed it out with that.
Ooh, I will flex that one out real quick for that.
But that's just me. But anyhow, that's the start of Week 8. But like I said, later or tomorrow night we have Game 7, Rangers Astros, Game 6, Phillies Diamondbacks, Monday Night Football, and of course, Tuesday we tip it off with the NBA as the Nuggets will raise the banner against the Lakers, and the Warriors and the Suns tip off in Chase and San Francisco, California. Then everybody else.
And if you have HBO Max, you can watch those games
in the NBA
on HBO Max,
which will take. Yes, you can. TNT, NBA on TNT. You can watch those games on Max. Thank you for reminding us. Also, at the same time with Max, you can also watch NHL hockey on Max as well. So. Indeed. Max doing some things.
Indeed.
I just want to hear AEW pay-per-views are on Max. That'll work for me also. So, as we say so long for now on episode 120, we thank you for watching. We hope you enjoy watching as much as we enjoy bringing it to you, because we definitely do enjoy doing the show. It's not looking good for me, as Mizzle looks like he has gone up 9.5, 10 games on me. And that's not even counting if the Niners win tonight.
How many?
But I think you're close to 9.5. You're 9.5 for sure. You might be up 10 by the end of tomorrow night. I'm just saying. Also, Steve Borden, better known as the Stinger. The farewell tour has begun. While it makes me sad,
Stinger,
I do understand. But thank you, Steve Borden, for all the years of entertainment. The rivalries with Flair, Hogan, Vader, and all that good stuff. So, hopefully, the Stinger will be back out on the West Coast one more time and I get the chance to see him one more time. Yes. But anyhow, with that said, episode 120 is in the books. He is Mizzle, and I think he finished this whole beer. I'm Double A, saying thank you for watching, and it's fully on. And as always, it's 12 o'clock, some damn where.
Yes, sir.
You have been watching the Mizzle An Dub Show.